Hey, this is Less is More coming at you with another quick video. Ignore the trains in the background. Here at the skate park, I am going to show you how to do a frontside bird slide on a quarter pipe. As you can see, this skate park is pretty well set up for skateboarders. We don't have a lot of ramps. We have a lot of quarter pipes and things of that nature. The ramps that we have here at the skate park are primarily used for just generating speed, which is what I'm going to use it for. So I'm going to do some frontside bird slides on this quarter pipe right here behind me. Probably about a 6-foot ramp. What's important to know about a frontside bird slide is you have to have sufficient speed in order to execute it. And once you generate that speed, you have to be able to shift your weight in such a way as to utilize that speed to execute the bird slide. Speed. If you don't have speed, you're not going to be able to swing your weight around and execute the bird slide sufficiently. What I do is I start from a ramp and I go and I execute the bird slide using the speed generated from the ramp. I come down the ramp, my knees are bent. As I approach the ramp, I get about right here. I go from a bent position to a low squat position. I'm goofy footed, so it's going to be my right arm that's going to be the support arm. By the time I get here, my arm is hovering over the concrete. I come, forward arm plants, back shoulder, back arm starts the rotation, around, you're right away.
You start by generating speed and bending your knees. As you approach the ramp, squat, and your leading hand hovers. Once the board hits the transition, plant the leading hand. Begin pushing the board with the heel of your back foot. Rotate your forward shoulder and arm as you make the slide. Remember to extend your legs and then bend them to ensure the board remains under your feet.
One important tip, when you're placing your support hand on the ramp, see how my hand is backwards? You want your hand backwards. You don't want your hand forward like this, because look, as you're going around, you're going to have to try to twist your hand and it could potentially injure your wrist. So as you're approaching, you want this hand directed back towards where you came from. That will allow you to execute it and send you back where you're going. You are trying your frontside bird slides. First of all, people are apprehensive to get enough speed to actually execute them correctly. They're afraid. Speed usually induces fear, but I can tell you, you're going to be so low to the ground when you execute your bird slide that if you were to fall, the board were to fly out or something like that, you're so low to the ground anyway, you're not likely to have a significant injury from that. I'm not going to recommend it, but you see here that I do pad up. This has helped. I usually have in the previous slide, I had a glove on my front hand. Another tip that I believe is really important, I said it before, but I'm going to say it again, your shoulder. As you're approaching, your shoulder needs to introduce that rotation to the rest of the body. Okay? If you approach the ramp and your shoulder's back here, you're not going to make the rotation, and you can actually run the risk of tearing your pec. So even if you over rotate and spin out, that's better than under rotating your shoulder. Always lead these with your shoulder. I cannot express that enough.
I hope you found these tips and tricks helpful. If you have, hit a like and subscribe, and I'll holler at you later.